Here in the UK, peers in the House of Lords are being encouraged to support the latest push for a social media ban for under-16s in the UK, which aims to better protect children online. The move follows a world-first policy adopted by Australia back in December. But a month on, how has the change been received there? Well, let's discuss it further with Nicole Johnson, who's in Sydney for us. And Nicole, at the time, the Prime Minister said to young people in the country, get outside, learn an instrument, go and read a book, put the phone to one side. A month on, what's happened?
Well, that depends on who you've been speaking to. We're still in the middle of school holidays and kids are out and about and having to get used to their life without all of their usual social media. Now, the government, of course, is saying that this has been a tremendous success. 4.7 million accounts, social media accounts of kids have been closed, hundreds of thousands of them from off Meta, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all of their favourite apps. But we've been hearing more and more over the last couple of weeks how kids, as they had warned us, have found plenty of ways to get around it. And we spoke to some kids who live out in the country, in rural areas of Australia. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
It has been coming up in conversation, though, that students are always going to be able to find a workaround.
The social media ban definitely affected, me and my friendships a little bit.
To be honest, my life hasn't really changed 1 month on from the ban. A lot of my friends and I have been able to regain our accounts due to facial recognition not being fully accurate.
At the start, I felt like I was missing out on not being able to have social media. But now I've realised it's kind of a good thing.
The issue with the social media ban is that it doesn't properly ban the right websites.
So the Australian government knows that the world is watching it, including the UK, to see how this ban plays out. And you can tell, just listening to those kids and the teacher there in Outback Australia, that it is pretty patchy. Kids have been telling us that they have been able to sort of fake their verification online to convince these apps that they're older than they are. In some cases, their parents have helped them. The parents have decided, the cat's out of the bag, it's too late. But other kids have also said that they are spending more time outside, that they feel more engaged with their friends. They're not as anxious. I don't know whether they've taken up the Prime Minister's advice of actually learning an instrument at this stage, though. But as for the real sort of concrete evidence of how this is going to play out in Australia, that's going to take a long time. And the government knows that it's patchy, that it's not going to get 100% result this early on. But the way they're framing it is by saying that this is part of a cultural change in this country, that while it may be patchy right now, that for younger kids, the 8 and 9-year-olds, that hopefully they'll grow up without social media, that their parents won't give it to them, and that if they do ask for it, the parents can say, well, you're not allowed it, but blame the government. And the government has said, yeah, blame us, we'll take it. So early days for the social media ban here in Australia, and kids, of course, finding their way around it. So a pretty mixed result around the country. Let's wait and see. I think the first proper results or figures about how things are going to come from the eSafety Commissioner in Australia, and that'll be next month.